What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, been a couple weeks since the last video, but I just wanted to touch base, update you guys as far as how everybody's doing and what's going on. Things really seem like they're moving in a more better direction than what I had imagined, than what I had thought. Well, back then. See, this month, it's kind of a tough month for me. A lot of personal reasons. So I've had a lot on my mind, just a lot. And I'm just the kind of person where when I stress, I overstress, I overthink. I always think the worst of the worst, blah, blah, blah. And yeah. But, things seem to be going in the direction that I wanted them to go. So, needless to say, the stress is not trying, but it's starting to calm down. But anyways, I just wanted to update you guys. So, Charlie girl, she's in shed. She's really in shed. She hasn't really come out of her hide in a couple of days. The last time I saw her, she was poking her head out, and I noticed that her eyes were all milky. So I really haven't been messing with her too much. I just cleaned all these cages, all these tanks. I just cleaned all of them. Not yesterday, the day before. But with Charlie's tank, now she's under the side right here. Okay. Now, this whole tank, I cleaned that whole tank and put all fresh substrate except for under that hide, because that's where she is, and I don't want to disturb her too much because she's already scared because she could barely see. So I don't want to scare her even more than what she's already going through. But I had to clean the tank. So just, very easy, very, as subtle as possible. I took all the substrate and I wiped everything down. I didn't spray anything down. I didn't use any chemicals. I just wiped everything down with a napkin and water. That was it. Dried it and put all fresh substrate. Can you guys hear the crickets? I get crickets in that top bin right there for the gecko and for the scorpion, which I'll talk about him in a minute. So I cleaned out that whole tank, and that was that. I also cleaned out both Nina and Zeus's tank. As you can see, Nina, she's letting her little fat ass hang out. Yep, that's right, baby. I called you a little fat ass. What can I say? You love to eat. You're like your dad. You love to eat. Haha. But yeah, so I cleaned all this out, took all the substrate out, took everything out, wiped everything down, put all new fresh substrate. Now, let me step back so you can see this. Alright. So if you notice, right there, boom, there's 4 different thermostats. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And the reason for that is each thermostat, it's given a reading of a different area of the tank. Example, this one right here, it is reading right there, okay? And then this one is reading right there. That one right there, well, that's reading right there. This one, not sure if you're going to be able to see it. Hold on. Yeah. Well, basically, it's right there. And the reason why I have multiple thermostats is, well, I'm going to show you. That says 73, okay? Now, 73, that's the humidity. That's the humidity. That's the temperature. Okay. And then over here, the bottom one is the humidity, and the top one is the temperature. See the temperature, 80, 82. Now this one is just the temperature. That is not the humidity. But I also have this thing here that you know what? Let me show you. Oh, damn it. There you go. So that's those two. And now moving on to the gecko. The gecko, well, he's in shed also. He's under this hide right here. I just got through spraying down the moist hide. That way there, when he goes in, he'll get his little paws nice and moisturized. That way there, when he sheds, he won't get any stuck shed around his toes. Because if they get stuck shed around their toes, what that will do is eventually that'll cut off the circulation of the blood flow in their toes, and then end result will be, well, their toes falling off, and don't want that. So he's in there. Now he's been in shed for the past couple of days. Not yesterday, the day before. I went to feed him. I put some mealworms in his bowl. I dropped a couple crickets in. He came out and he showed absolutely no interest in the crickets or the mealworms. He wanted to come out. Now what he does when he wants to come out is he'll climb on top of this thing and then climb up the back wall and just sit. He will just sit on top of right here. He'll just sit there looking up. When he does that, I know he wants to come out. So I'll go in, I'll grab him, take him out, hang out with him. But when I do, I don't take him out. I don't take him out for long periods of time because, well, he's quick and I don't want him running off and end up, under the bed or under the dresser or something, and then I gotta rearrange my whole room trying to look for him, and hopefully I don't end up squishing him in the process. So because of that, I take him out, but not for long periods of time. And that's that. Okay, the scorpion. Now, the scorpion, like I said in previous videos, he loves to hide under here. And he's still alive, he's still kicking, he's still doing all right. As you can see, there's these little, I don't know the actual name for them. So basically what I've done was I have dropped mealworms in there, I've dropped superworms in there, I've dropped crickets in there. That way there, when he is hungry, he can just hunt them down and eat them. And that's what he's been doing. But the superworms and the mealworms that he hasn't gotten to, what they do is they turn into these things right here. And they'll stay like that for like a week, 2 weeks or so. And then eventually they turn into beetles. Look at this here. There is a superworm right there that is still alive because he hasn't gotten to it. Okay? But yeah, I actually haven't physically seen him eat, but every night, I'm talking every night, I hear him running around, and he's tapping on the glass, not like tapping on it, like to try to get my attention. It's just like because his skeleton is on the outside, so his body, it almost sounds like that. So as he's walking around, he's hitting the glass and whatnot. So yeah, I just like mostly leave him alone to let him do his thing. I don't like to bother him. You know. And then Zeus, my big boy, he ate. Now both him and Nina, I just fed them last night. I gave them both a small rat, which of course they took, no problem. And him too. I just redid his whole tank over. I just took everything out, wiped everything down, all fresh substrate. I wiped down all of his little inserts that I have. Put all those back. And so this little thing right here that I built, there's a hide underneath there. There's a hide underneath there, and he loves that hide. He prefers that hide over this pipe right here that I put, over that half log, over that hide. And honestly, it's because of the size of it. Because this hide, it's a like it. Here, let me try to show you. Let me try to show you so you can actually. Damn it! Trying to do this with one hand sucks. Sorry, bear with me. There he is. See? So it's a small hide. It is a small hide. And there he is. Hi, buddy. Don't worry. No, I'm not bothering you. You're good. See, they just... So, I really don't want to bother them too much. I want to let them focus on digesting. That's definitely something I don't like to do after feeding them, is handling them, bothering them in any kind of way. I like to let them be for a good 2 days to let them really digest their food, because I don't know if anybody out there knows, but if you have a ball python, if you have a snake and you feed it, and for whatever reason, if it gets scared in any kind of way, if it feels threatened in any kind of way, it absolutely can regurgitate the meal. Even 24 hours after it's eaten, it can still regurgitate that meal. However, 48 hours after eating, you're in the clear. It's not going to regurgitate the meal. I mean, don't hold me on that. I have never seen it happen. I've never heard of it happening. Is it likely that it could happen? Maybe. But, I mean, I'd rather not find out, so I like to give at least 48 hours, a little bit more than 48 hours, at least 2 days and a half before I handle them. Before I go and, I wouldn't clean their tank the day after I feed them. I wouldn't, no. But, yeah, that's how everybody's doing, I hope everybody out there is doing well. I hope everybody out there has a great weekend. I hope all y'all out there stay safe. And again, thanks for following me. Thanks for being patient. Okay. I'll try to put out more videos more frequent. Just the more things iron themselves out, the more I'll be able to focus on doing me, getting my schedule, and once I have my schedule, I'll be able to, all right, do a video on this day, do it. And that's another thing. That's why I really haven't been able to do videos. Really haven't been able to make videos, because my schedule at work, I really don't have a schedule. It's just it's retarded. I'm getting sick of it, and it's it's getting to me. It's really taking a toll on me. Just the way that they call me in, and then the hours that I work. I'll go in and I'll work anywhere from 10 to 15 hours. And come home, eat, shit, shower, shave, go to bed, and then literally I'm waking up to them calling me like, hey, we need you to come in. And I'm going in and then doing it all over again. So you do that day after day after day, it's going to take a toll on you, you know? And not only that, but not really having a schedule, it's kind of hard to fit all these other things into your day. It's hard to fit all these other things into your life, like making a video and hanging out with friends, talking to people, blah blah blah. Blah. You're basically shutting yourself off to the world, just to work. But you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Hey, look, I'm gonna end this here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Have fun. Stay safe. Promise you, I'll see you in the next one.